Hey guys, welcome back to Whining Blends. Here we are with episode 16. This episode is a week later from the draft, and we have some great news for all these Giant fans.
Yeah, we do.
Right? What's going on, Mr. Hoos? How you doing today?
I am delighted at the draft results, which we're going to jump into shortly, but good to be back. Your trip was well?
Yeah, I had so I went to Puerto Rico. It was an awesome time, man. Nice. The weather was perfect. Beaches over there are beautiful, and I felt like I was in the United States. You know what I mean? So we did a lot of traveling. Like we rented a car. We drove around the whole island. It was pretty cool. We did the whole catamaran thing. It was a good time, man. Relaxing. You know what I mean? So it was nice.
Badass. Good to have you back. And you didn't miss much, no? For sure.
I heard the weather was nice here, though, that whole week, right?
Yeah, weather was nice. So summer is in the air, so we know it's coming.
So the only one crazy thing is, right, there was most of the days there was windy. I knew people that were in Florida, said it was windy all week.
Yeah.
I talked to you guys. You said it was windy all week here.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is going on with this wind?
You can hear it in my house. You can hear, like...
the whistling, right?
Constantly. It's wild. The dogs go nuts when they hear it.
Oh, when they hear the whistling of the wind?
Yeah. They lose their minds.
But I'm hoping we don't have... I don't know. I think it was a couple of years ago that every fucking weekend I try to go out, it was windy. I hope this is not the case.
That was last summer.
Was it last summer?
Okay. Because actually, you're right. It was summer before.
The summer before, yeah.
Last summer wasn't that great either because you're playing something for 4th of July, and then the weather's really not nice to go out till like 8 o'clock. But again, you got a beer in your hand, you're at the grill, you're like, do I really want to run out now at 8 o'clock? Nobody wants to do that.
No.
So
summer's here.
Yeah, man.
Get your boats in the water, start getting your backyards ready, start having these weekend summer parties and barbecues. I can't wait to go out and barbecue.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. We're getting ours ready. We're working on it today. Got some running around to do on my day off, but we're going to knock this episode out, and we're all going to prepare for the summer.
Yes, sir. So, Mr. Hoos, so we had the draft last Thursday. There was a lot of interesting things going on. First, I guess we can just take the cat out of the bag, I guess, as you say it is, talk about Shedeur Sanders, where he was basically the talk of the town on ESPN all the time. And, they just kept talking about him and, in the beginning, they were saying he was going to go number 2, number 3. They didn't know everybody. And then as the draft got closer, they just kept bringing him down. But they didn't think he was go as far as he did to get picked the 5th round at 144 by the Browns. How crazy is that?
So I'm prepared. I have, I'm at my home bar, ready to go. Got everything ready to go. Texting everybody, you included, getting ready to go and do this thing. So I'm excited and my original, and I've said it, you can look at prior podcasts, I wanted Travis Hunter and Jackson Dart. I thought were going to be the best choices for the Giants, in my opinion.
Right.
I wasn't against Abdul Carter at all. Matter of fact, I'm excited. And as that happened, so Abdul Carter gets picked, and like, hey, we're like clockwork here. I was surprised of the movement to get Travis Hunter in pick 2, which was great.
Right.
And who wouldn't do that?
That came out of nowhere, too.
That came out of nowhere, which was fine. Still set us up great. We have Abdul Carter again. I was happy. Then my focus is like, hey, Jackson Dart, is he going to go this round or is it second round? So we're 32, wondering what's going to happen. So as it gets closer, I'm actually saying to myself, I wouldn't mind if we got Shedeur. You know what I mean? Right. I really did. At that point, I go, I know there's a lot of talk and a lot of this and a lot of that, and there's a lot that comes with it. And obviously, it just it took the news
by surprise
by everybody. So I was kind of okay either way. We ended up picking Jackson Dart. Happy as hell. So I'm excited. Our first 2 are fantastic,
Mr. Hoos. But hold on that note, you did call we talked about in the pod. I mean, we did say Hunter, but we always kept mentioning Jackson Dart.
Yep.
It was either Hunter or Jackson Dart or a Carter. We were saying the best on the board, right? So, which the 3 top guys in reality became, Cam Ward, right, Abdul Carter, and Hunter, right? So, when we picked up Abdul Carter, and I'm like, well, we talked about in the pod that I think the best fit for us would be Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
How surprised were you when they they gave away nothing? They gave away second rounders for next year, whatever, to move to 26 to pick up Jackson Dart.
Yep.
I honestly, saying a Giant fan, as back as I go, I can't remember us having a great draft like we just did.
No,
this
this
year.
is it, A plus 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 plus. I mean, and most will say it. I mean, some people won't. Skip Bayless won't say it. Mel Kiper won't say it. Gio won't say it. I mean, there are people that were against how that went down, but that was extremely exciting. And at that point now, I'm trying to figure out, where is this kid going to go? Where's Sanders going to go? But here's the thing too. And I'm a Deion fan because he's an FSU guy. My kid graduated from FSU. So I always like, he's my guy for that.
Right.
But is he a shit talker? 100%. I mean, he's entertaining as can be, but don't forget, he's also his son's coach.
Correct.
And mentor and everything else. And he said in interviews, there's teams I won't let my kid go to. Like he made it clear that he's making decisions. And I understand that from sitting on the side. But what I think coaches don't want to see, and I'm not saying Deion Sanders is not the Pop Warner dad, but compare it to what we all have been through.
Mm-hmm.
What's that kid's sports father that says, hey, you didn't play my son enough?
Right.
Do that. So is this going to be like every time Shedeur does something, Deion is going to have a comment on it should have been this or it should have been that, or he's just going to come in and try to coach his kid?
Right. Well, that too. Or you know what I was thinking too was maybe he was hyping up his kid too much. And then when the NFL teams started looking at the videos, they were like, well, maybe this, just because of the press that he was getting. Right. So maybe was Shedeur giving all that press and saying, look how good he's playing and look what he's doing. And he did. Don't get me wrong. He did. But maybe he overhyped the son. And then when these NFL teams first looked at the video, and then second interviewed him. I mean, there was rumors there with the interviews that didn't go well.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
That didn't go well. So that maybe that was, I mean, listen, if it was one or two teams, but it was all
apparently
NFL
he
teams.
was sandbagging. And the alleged rumor is he sandbagged interviews for teams he did not want to go to.
Right.
But I thought he wanted to go to the Giants. But apparently when that presentation book was given to him, where he could be questioned. Listen, these are interviews. It's like a job.
It's a job interview. Yeah.
So you have to be prepared. You just can't go on, hey, I'm Shedeur Sanders, Deion Sanders' kid, so I shouldn't have to be here. You're going to pick me anyway. The point is, he was unprepared and wasn't able to answer all those questions. And when he's unprepared, they said he got really cocky and shitty towards the team. So
right.
This wasn't a racist thing. This wasn't an NFL conspiracy like people are saying. There's no collusion. I think that most teams that didn't want him were like, I don't need this headache.
Right. I think that's what it was. I don't want to deal with it.
So Browns pick him round 5. How do you in any situation skip the guy 4 rounds and go, by the way,
we'll take you now.
Like you then, we're okay. We can come on board. You know what I mean?
And they got like 4 quarterbacks or some shit.
Dylan Gabriel is one that I'm sure that surprised everybody.
Yeah,
and that's another one before Sanders.
Yeah.
How's this guy? Like who?
Well, you know what? I guess they're maybe just saying let's deal. If he can show us during,
let them all compete.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's gonna put them all competing, and then they're gonna be like, all right, well, if he comes out on top, we're going to deal with the bullshit just because he's showing his stuff on the field. I'm assuming that's why they did it that way.
100%.
But anyway, and one more thing about Sanders so we can move on about this topic is, did you see that crazy that he got prank called?
Yes.
And then we find out later it was Joe Fuller's kid, for defensive coordinator for the Falcons. That was crazy. Yes. And then Carter was also pranked. I wonder if it was from the same guy.
Yeah, listen, but how is it videoed? Like both sides were videoed. I'm sure Sanders was videoed everywhere he went that day, just in case he got the phone call. So
it was. They're
going to be ready. So, but the kid was an idiot by
dumbass,
taping it too and uploading it. But that's how cocky kids are these days. That's scary.
That is scary. Yeah, that's scary. Like they think nothing is going to happen and whatever.
And that's not cool. Even if you don't like Shedeur Sanders, that's mean as hell.
Yeah, you're fucking.
Like after a while, I wanted him to get picked up. Like somebody, please. Pick up this guy.
Like I was feeling bad too, and I was like, "That's fucked up."
And especially because I was okay with it. Listen, I'd be behind him if we had him.
Right.
You know what I mean? It is what it is. Now the next pick, I don't know much about him, but I know it's a good. People are raving about Darius Alexander.
Yeah, they've been raving. He's a defensive tackle from Toledo. I saw some video on him. Man, he's pretty good, man. I think listen, I mean, these are guys you can put in already. I mean, obviously Jackson Dart, you're going to be behind.
You're going to treat him right.
You're going to treat him right.
Learn.
But Darius Alexander, that's a guy that you put him in. I mean, he's going to be in there.
Yeah.
I mean, we also have freaking Dexter Lawrence that's in the middle there. Right. You know what I mean? Which is the best.
The next one is this is the dude, 105.
Oh, so Cam Scadaboo, running back. He's the maniac.
So then you got Sexy Dexy, you got Burns, you got you have Abdul Carter on that side, and who else you have there? Thibodeau.
Thibodeau. They signed him.
Side of the ball, and now on the offensive side, you're going to give this kid the ball.
Yeah,
they're never going to be able to tackle.
No, bro. I was watching his videos too, man. Wow, it was awesome, bro.
Yeah,
he's a good receiver too. Yeah. He's got good hands, so he can do both. What's our running back that we were using? I forget his name. The kid was pretty good too. The running back we used a lot this year.
Tracy.
Yes, Tracy.
Yeah,
so I think there'll be a good 1-2 combo.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Tracy, they didn't really throw him the ball too much, but this kid Cam, you can throw him the ball. Yeah.
So listen. There's a turnaround here. For Giant fans, I'm sure we say this every year, but come on, we always know what's going to be good and what's okay. This is way better than okay. I mean, Daboll is a quarterback's coach, so he's going to take this kid under his wing. It's his pick, and I think he's going to make him fantastic. So we have a lot to look forward to. It's a great time to be a Giant fan, and you know what? Yeah, will we get to 500? I would hope so. Maybe better, but you know what? I'm sure the important thing is everybody's walking around going, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, now what? Yeah.
Well, yeah, now people are nervous. Yeah. But the thing is, there was like some predictions on our records, and some of them are now predicting that we're going to have like a winning record. Yes. Not like crazy record, but what
if there's build up and if you see the chemistry and you see how it goes and it moves. Listen, all a lot to be excited about, to be a Giant fan these days.
Listen, I'm going to tell you,
100%.
I'm not going to say guaranteed, but definitely we are getting to the quarterback. Our defense with our cornerbacks that we also got on the 7th round. We signed this. I don't know much about him. I actually don't really know anything about him, Corey Black, but we signed another cornerback. And our cornerbacks that we picked up on, from free agency and all that stuff to back the backfield. Now we can get to the quarterback. I think our defense is going to be. I think our defense is going to be good. Like it's going to be a top 5 defense.
Yeah, we're going to be good. We're going to scare people, and you know what? Yeah. Football is also about getting in their heads. So
correct. We're getting it in their heads.
There's no question.
So that again. Defense, I think we're going to be a top 5. Yep. The only thing we got to look into see, and we don't know, is our offense, right? How is Russell Wilson going to perform? How is, who else are we going to bring in? Or, where our receivers right now, obviously we have Malik Neighbors and we have Slayton on the other side.
Good weapons,
the very good weapons. We got on the 7th round. We also got this tight end, Fedone. I don't know how good he is. He's from Nebraska, but hey, we get another tight end. Hopefully he's got good hands so we can maybe turn into another weapon.
For sure.
We got to work on our offensive line, which I think we've been addressing and trying to address. So hopefully we get that. And let's see, maybe Russell Wilson or Winston, or who knows, maybe the only way I can see that Jackson Dart is coming in this year is if these two just fucking shit the bed.
Terrible, yeah. And Russell Wilson,
I don't think so. I think
they'll call good games and listen, get the gunslinger in there a little bit, and it's touchdown or interception. I don't care. Let's get the fever going. Let's get the juices flowing. Let's get Giant fans up in the air and doing what we're supposed to.
No, for sure. And
we're gonna get a good year.
And listen, Russell Wilson's wife wanted to be in New York. He wanted to be in New York. Now he is in New York.
Fancy.
So maybe he will perform the way he should be performing.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah. So again, I give it an A+ for the Giants draft. I think they did awesome. I think they did more than I expected them to do. We did discuss, their first 2 picks, which we were very close on them, except for Travis Hunter, because we didn't see the Jaguars trading up to number 2 for Travis Hunter. But you know what? I like the Jaguars too. That was a fucking good move for them to go there, so they can get, oh my God, this kid's name, the quarterback from there, Lawrence, right?
Trevor Lawrence.
Travis Lawrence, getting him a good weapon because he had no weapons.
Yeah, no, this will be good for them.
So this is good for them as well. You know what I mean? So
football's going to be good.
Yeah, football. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for this year. So that's it on football for us. You know, we just obviously we wanted to talk about our Giants in the draft and how everything went on the draft. And since I was away, today was the only day we can have the discussion. But it was exciting. Like I was there at the bar watching it. You know, so I'm on my phone while I'm eating dinner. Like going everywhere to take a look at it. So the other thing is, Mr. Hoos, I don't know if you know, but UFC 316 Saturday, June 7th is coming to the Prudential.
Nice. To the Rock.
To the Rock, man. So I actually went a couple of years ago. I went and saw UFC there. It was awesome, man. It was a good time. So it's coming to the Rock again.
Nice.
They're going to have a championship there. It's going to be Sean O'Malley and Marab Dvalishvili. I don't even Dvalishvili. Yeah, these names are like
that dude.
Yeah. So he's crazy. I actually think he's unbeaten so far. So this is going to be a crazy fight.
Dvalishvili. There you go. Dvalishvili.
You got it, bro. I suck at pronouncing names.
It just took me.
Yeah. So I don't think he has actually lost yet. So he's defending his title against Sean O'Malley, which should be a nice fight. And then the co-main event is Juliana Pena. She's going to be defending her title against Kayla Harrison.
Yeah.
Both of them are beasts.
Yeah, so, they're definitely beasts.
Yeah, those girls are beasts. They're gonna, this looks like a good card. I mean, you got, I'm not going to announce everybody, but going down the card, it looks like it's going to be
get some good stuff there.
Yeah, some good stuff here. So June 7th, guys, at the Rock, UFC 316.
Tune in, get your pay-per-view, and get it done.
Watch your pay-per-view, go watch the fights, get together. Now, June 7th, everybody's going to be outside.
Right.
So it's going to be warm and stuff, right? So, but yeah, guys, so I think Mr. Hoos has some news from us too here in regards to some, I say, conspiracy theories.
Yeah, so we have to do a little conspiracy theory section here. Now, what is discussed doesn't necessarily mean it happened, but what we're doing is bringing what we see to here to the table for conversation purposes. So I saw a reel this morning that was quite interesting where a woman, and again, you don't have time to fact check these people. It's out there. So she had made the claim that apparently, and I haven't confirmed this, but since the JFK papers have been out, unclassified, declassified, and out, that she made the statement that I guess it's the belief of her and other folks that the JFK murder was not done by who they thought it was.
Right.
To making it look like more of an inside job than anywhere else. I haven't seen that to be confirmed, but that's what she said. So as a result of that, more interesting things have come up. So she also said that apparently CNN, which is one of the major cable news networks, covers everything it's supposed to. Well, Donald Trump had done 96 rallies in 2024, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and they're always covered by major news outlets.
Yeah. He did a lot. I didn't know what the number was, but he did a lot. Sense. Yeah.
Well, apparently CNN only aired one of those. Out of 96, CNN, yeah, so we know they're a more liberal station. Right. So they aired one. You're a major news outlet, and you didn't air.
So out of all the 96, they were only aired live. They only aired one.
Correct. And which one was that? If you had to guess, which do you think it was?
I'm going to assume it was where he got shot in the ear.
Butler, Pennsylvania.
Butler. Really? Now that's where we're talking about conspiracies. What is the chances out of? It's not like it was only 5, right? It was not like one. 5 or 4. 96, and the only one you air is the one that he gets shot.
Right.
I mean, conspiracy theories tell us.
Yeah, and there's others where people are saying that apparently the Friday before the Saturday that in Butler, that an investment company, I guess, holds the fundings for the Bushes and the Cheneys, had sold all the DJT stock, which is Truth Social,
right? Which is Trump's social media. Yeah,
sold every bit of stock that they had.
Every single thing?
Every single bit, the Friday before the shooting. And on Tuesday, apparently they called and said, oh, that was a clerical error. We'd like it back. Why? Because he lived?
Well, yeah. Well, because he's not dead now?
Right. And apparently the same investment group. And again, these are not confirmed. We're not here to confirm. We're not here to say what's right and wrong. We're here to give what's information.
Just information that we see.
And you do with it what you like.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's conversation.
Well, that's why we're calling it conspiracy, because we're hearing it from other people, whatever. But it's not like there was an investigation or anybody, or it's like, it's not information. We're just putting it out there, what we've seen in news outlets and social media people and things like that, right? So this is not confirmed or anything like that. We're just putting it out there.
Same investment firm, the first week of September 2001, sold all their airline stocks, which is American Airlines. And a week later, 9/11 happened.
That's crazy.
So,
and this is the only 2 times that's ever happened?
That's what this says so far.
Really?
I saw it this morning, so I figured it'd be a great topic to put out there to have discussions and listen.
Right.
I was a Bush and Cheney fan.
Me too.
When. I mean, I thought, I loved, listen, there was a lot of stuff going on there, but I think it was handled by them, excellent.
Correct.
I was a Bush fan.
Too.
I was a Cheney fan, but
I mean, this can all be coincidence.
Yeah.
But it's crazy, right? That
is what it is.
Like
we're not smearing anybody. We're not saying anything. It's
exactly.
Just, I would hope that wouldn't be the case.
Right.
Yes,
right.
You know what I mean? But again, it's news. It's what people are saying. I mean, this is what's happening in reels and shorts and little videos that it's out there every day. There's thousands of them happening every day. So.
Yeah. I mean, that's why social media, food for thought. Social media, you don't have to verify your information. You just put it out there, and people try to get attention with it. And I mean, but if you look up the facts and those are the facts, I mean, that's crazy to me. Yeah. That's nuts. Like that's something, wow, to me would be wow. Right. So we don't know. I mean, hey, that would be insane if they start looking into that, and that's the case.
This stuff is scary.
Yeah,
whenever you have something that's going to interfere with we know how many people don't like Trump, and I love the guy. I support him. I support everything he does, and there's proof that great things are being done. And I get it doesn't happen overnight, and I didn't say that about Joe Biden. You know what I mean? He destroyed our economy, in my opinion. But I didn't go day 3. Oh, it's not better now. You know what I mean? Listen.
Right. But you got to give him time.
You went 4 years. It got absolutely not shit done. 100%. You know what I mean? So you got to give it a shot. You got to see what's happening. And I think good things are happening. Other 100%. Than that, that's it for the conspiracy theory corner for this week.
Conspiracy theories and whining blends.
Yes.
Mr. Huso, I think we covered a lot of the stuff that we wanted to cover on this episode. I mean, we talked about our football. We talked a little bit about UFC. We talked about, this conspiracy theory corner that we have going on. Maybe there'll be a new thing. Maybe we'll come up with different conspiracy theories and other.
The big conspiracy theory is going to be when's Whining Blends guy's going to go do the hot dog.
Yeah, that's the problem.
We're going to get it done.
Yeah, we got to. We're going to. Yeah,
we're going to get it, and we're going to make it worth it.
That in the interviews. The interviews. I mean, listen, it's just a hectic time for us. And then when we try to schedule it and everything, and it's like, either you have something or I have something or whatever, and it gets very hard. But we'll get it done. And like I said, the summer's coming up. Hopefully things will lighten up a little bit, and we'll definitely do some time to do that stuff. And then get the interview guys in here. I've been talking to different people, so we do have things set up. We just need to coordinate with them on the dates too. And then
stay tuned, man. Stay tuned and enjoy what you see, and then it's just going to get better and better.
Yeah, and listen, I think if the next episode next week, if it's nice outside, maybe we should do one outside.
Yeah, why not? We'll do it outside.
Right? We'll do one outside.
Like plan.
So the change of scenery again, so you guys don't have to keep looking at this brick wall.
Yeah, man.
and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
So it's great being with you guys again, Mr. Hoos. Always a pleasure hanging out with you.
Always.
So we'll catch everybody on the next episode.
See you next week, guys.